What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you enjoyed that. So it's been a pretty busy week regarding Infinity War. We've had those new covers drop recently and they look amazing. We've got a really good look at Iron Man's new armor, which seems to be the thing everyone's talking about. And we've also had some more information on Thanos' backstory. So it seems they've changed him a little bit from the comics, where he's not going to be as obsessed with death, but he is still trying to balance the universe, which is similar to what he was trying to do in the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, but again, a little bit different. There's also been a lot of theories popping up recently about the planet we've seen in a lot of scenes, and a lot of people now think it's Titan, Thanos' homeworld, which I think that's very possible. I think they do need to explore Thanos' backstory, so we definitely need to see that at some point in the film. The only thing I'm a little bit confused at is that I'm sure we've sent probes past Saturn and seen pictures of Titan, so they might need to explain why they've never found any sort of ruins on the planet. But again, I'm sure they'll explain all that in the film. In fact, I have a little theory of what happened to Thanos' planet, which I might save for another video. But with all this information and promotion we've been getting, we're definitely due another trailer. And if you actually look back to when the trailers for Avengers Age of Ultron and Civil War came out, it was around this time in 2015 and 2016 that they came out. So we're actually slightly overdue for our final trailer, especially since the release date has been moved forward a week. So for this video, I wanted to talk about 5 things that I want to see and I think we need to see in the next trailer. So I've got a few notes here. Now the first thing, and this is a very important thing we definitely need to see in the trailer, is the Thanos copter. I'm joking, don't worry. But I think it would be funny if they included some little reference to it, like maybe Thanos destroys a helicopter when he arrives on Earth or something to do with that. Yeah, that Thanos copter was brilliant. So seriously, the first thing I think we need to see in the trailer is more of the Black Order. The only one we've actually had a good look at in the trailers is Proxima Midnight when she's fighting Captain America. We got a little bit of a look at Corvus Glaive when he's trying to take the Mind Stone from Vision, and we can see Ebony Moore's feet as he's stepping over the bodies. And I'm still not sure if these are the bodies of Asgardians or of the Sorcerers. But we definitely need to see more of these guys. I don't want their backstory to be ruined, but just a little bit of an introduction so we can see their faces, maybe see a little bit of action involving them. And it's more so for the non-diehard comic book fans. Obviously we know what to expect in the film, we know we're going to see them, we know who they are. But the average moviegoer might be a little bit confused if they just suddenly see these guys pop up and they had no idea of them appearing because they didn't show up in the trailers. Now, I don't know too much about the Black Order. I know they appeared in the 2013 Infinity storyline, which I haven't actually read, but I've watched enough videos online and I get the general gist. The Avengers were off Earth and Thanos saw that as the perfect time to invade the planet, which I guess is similar to Infinity War. Even though the Avengers aren't off Earth, they are disassembled, so it's the perfect time for him to invade. And I'm really looking forward to seeing them. The two that I'm really interested in are Corvus Glaive, especially after that scene of him fighting Vision. If he's able to take down Vision like that, I really want to see what else he can do. But the one I'm most looking forward to seeing is Ebony Moore. And I don't know why. From what I've seen of him in the comics and a little bit of the Infinity storyline, I think him going against Doctor Strange and being able to take down one of the most powerful characters in the MCU is going to be pretty awesome to see. So I definitely want to see more of them in the trailer, because apart from Proxima Midnight, all we've seen of the others is promotional art and those statues that they showed everyone. Okay, so the second thing I want to see is more dialogue from the other characters. So far, all we've really had is from Nick Fury, Tony Stark, Vision, Thor, and Black Widow on the intro to the trailer. And I don't think that was even from the film. It's more so that was just put together for the trailer. And apart from that, the only actual dialogue from the film we've heard is Thanos talking over the top of the trailer, and a little bit from Black Panther, and a small bit from Thor at the end when he meets the Guardians of the Galaxy. So yeah, we don't want dialogue that's going to ruin the plot, even if it's just some interactions between different Avengers, just to see where these characters are at. It'd be really interesting to see a little clip between Cap and Tony of them confronting each other. Again though, they've got to play it careful because you don't want to spoil too much, and any big moments, you want to save that for the film. Number 3 is more of the Guardians of the Galaxy. All we've got so far is that little bit at the end of them just in one shot when they meet Thor. Again, I don't want it to be ruined, I don't want too much of the plot given away, but even just some action scenes. So there was that one little scene in the leaked footage where you could see Doctor Strange and Star-Lord teaming up, and it looked like Doctor Strange was creating magical platforms for Star-Lord to jump across as they were fighting Thanos. You know, even something like that where we can just see the Guardians and a little bit more action. That'd be brilliant. And this leads me to point number 4, which is some more clips of the team-ups. So we've already heard that we're going to get some interesting character team-ups and certain characters getting along well with each other. So I think we've heard that Thor and Teenage Groot are going to work well together. Rocket Raccoon and Hulk, that's definitely going to be interesting. And something that's a little bit different from team-ups, just a little bit of the tension that could be between two characters. So is there going to be a bit of tension between Tony Stark and Star-Lord? Because they're both very egotistical characters, and it'd be interesting to see what they're like in the same room together. And number 5, the final thing I think we need to see, and I don't think anyone's really spoken about this, is Peter Dinklage. I think at first people thought he was going to be playing Pip the Troll, but it doesn't look like they're going to copy the Infinity Gauntlet storyline exactly. So I've heard a lot of talk of him playing, I think it's pronounced Eitri, and he's King of the Dwarfs, and I think they were responsible for making Thor's hammer, the original hammer Mjolnir, so he might be involved in creating Thor's new weapon. But we haven't heard anything of who he's playing or even seen any clips or any promotional art at all. And although you do want some surprises for the film, Marvel are definitely going to want to include Peter Dinklage in their promotion. He may not have the same pulling power as someone like Robert Downey Jr., but thanks to his time on Game of Thrones, he's definitely the kind of actor that would draw in more people, so they're definitely going to want to use him at some point. And even if it's just a quick snip of him in his costume so we can see what he's going to look like, that's absolutely fine. So with all of these things that I've mentioned, I think the important thing is they don't give any plot away. There's definitely a way they could show all of these things that I've listed and just make it some cool action scenes just to get us hyped for the film. Avengers Infinity War and the untitled film next year is what the whole MCU has been leading up to for this point. So I think they owe it to us as fans for us to be able to go into that film completely unspoiled, not knowing what's going to happen, and whatever does happen, it being a complete surprise. Marvel does have a habit, and it's not just Marvel, a lot of films do this, of putting the good jokes and some good dialogue scenes. I think a perfect example is the Tony Stark scene with Loki in Avengers, where Loki said, "I have an army," and he replied, "We have a Hulk." Great scene, great in the trailer, but everyone was expecting it. They knew, as soon as they saw them in that room together, they knew that bit was coming. It wasn't a surprise, and I don't think the line had the impact it could have if they kept it out of the trailers. Now, at the same time, I don't want them to show all the best action scenes. I think it's safe to say we're going to get an image of Thanos pulling the moon and throwing it at the Avengers. There's been a screenshot released online in the last couple of days. But Joe Russo has said in an interview that it just gets crazier from there. So even if they're showing something like that, I think we're still going to have plenty of surprises throughout the film. But those are my thoughts on what I think Marvel will put in the trailer and what I hope to see as well. I think out of all of those, the main things are seeing a bit more of the Black Order and Peter Dinklage. Even if we didn't get any more dialogue or some images of the different team-ups, that's fine because they would be nice surprises for the film. But no, we definitely need to see some more of the Black Order and a little bit of Peter Dinklage just so we can get an idea of who he's playing. So that's all from me, and thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think you want to see in the movie. Do you think I'm right about these? Do you think it's a good idea for them to put these in the trailer? Do you think it would ruin it? Let me know your opinions. And as I said, we're probably going to get a new trailer very soon, so I'll definitely do some kind of reaction and breakdown for that trailer and look for any more little Easter eggs. I say that I don't want it to be spoiled, but then I go and scrutinise every little scene of the trailer to find little Easter eggs. But that's why we have spoiler warnings. Anyway, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.